Hello, world and universe. Welcome to the Trevor Donald Experience. Manifest your truth. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that like and subscribe button. And for my continued followers, I want to say thank you. And I always say in some of my previous videos when we're talking about our local, state, and federal politicians, that the most important ones that people in their city should pay attention to is your local and state government more so than the federal government, and who is going to be the president and vice president in the White House. Most people who end up in some kind of criminal situation with the courts, 90% of the time it is a state statute that is being violated versus a federal. And so we worry so much about who the president and vice president is, and then we don't even know who our city council people are, our state legislators, the governor, the mayor of your city, and those people are way more important. Even your city attorney, your county executive, your state Supreme Court, even more so than your federal Supreme Court. And it's important to know who is right in your backyard voting and legislating on laws that affect you each and every day. We got to have the right people in office. And here's a classic example of maybe a city in Florida may have the wrong folks. So here we go. Video shows fight between two members of Riviera Beach City Council after discussing water contamination. This is in Riviera Beach, Florida. Security footage which WPTV obtained from a public records request to the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office shows a fight between Riviera Beach Council members Tradrick McCoy and Douglas Lawson, two black men. The two started fighting after a disagreement over discussing the city's water contamination at a city council meeting on January 24th. Lawson cut off McCoy from speaking about a 7-month delay to notify people about fecal bacteria and E. coli in the city water because of a quorum wasn't held. Fecal matter and E. coli in the public water, in the city's water, which could cause all kind of harm and health consequences on the patronage of the people in Riviera Beach. The new video shows the two council members face to face. An incident report from the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office said McCoy made contact with Lawson's face with his pointer finger extended. So they didn't got up from the meeting, went nose to nose, and then one guy points his finger in the face of the other. So, and then he goes on to say the two go out of camera's view, but witnesses said Lawson held McCoy in the corner by his shirt collar. Lawson has grabbed McCoy. Deputies also released multiple body camera videos showing some of the interviews conducted during their investigation. Footage shows Lawson told a deputy he was frustrated with Mr. McCoy, who put his hands on him, which the deputy interpreted as him wanting to press charges in the incident report. He told the deputy in the interview that he tried to keep the peace. He said, "I grabbed him by the shirt collar in the area," Lawson said to the deputy. There was no security guard in the area or police in the area. There was one older security guard, but just for protection's sake, I had told him. Lawson told the deputy he saw the video. Footage shows him pushing away multiple people and a security guard before running in at Mr. McCoy. According to the incident report, the deputy felt that Lawson's reaction to the contact was excessive and not warranted, and found probable cause to charge both council members. Both men agreed not to pursue charges against each other. In a written statement, Lawson said the video shows he wasn't the aggressor. He also said he hopes McCoy gets help for his anger issues. So there's video coverage of these two guys getting into it, standing up, going nose to nose like they're at a bar or a nightclub and they're in their teens or 20s. And they're supposed to be city council board members talking about a very serious issue that is taking place with water contamination in River Beach, in the city of River Beach, Florida. And instead of focusing on taking care of the people and the patronage that live there, who they represent, they decide they want to have a personal battle and go to fisticuffs. And these are two African American men. Clearly, they're in their late 30s, early 40s. And we have to have, and I think it's an embarrassment for black folks. We have quite a few people, African American individuals, that are in politics, that are in the law, that are judges in today's time that you've never seen before, and mayors of many cities. Here in St. Louis, we have a female mayor, Tashara Jones. The city attorney is Gabe Gore, is an African American man. The St. Louis County attorney is an African American man. And once you take on these sort of political positions where you're representing the people, you have to represent them in the right and professional way. As you see what's going on down in Atlanta with the DA of Fulton County, Fani Willis and Nathan Wade, and the conflicts of interest that are taking place. Remember, that county is trying to sue the ex-president Donald Trump. And now they've had many distractions on going forward with the court hearing against Donald Trump because Fani Willis and Nathan Wade have commingled themselves into a relationship that is a conflict of interest. And it is an embarrassment. And now you have two African American men that are council members down in Palm Beach County, and they are getting into a fight over an issue that has to deal with the city of Palm Beach, Riviera Beach County. The focus should be on the contaminated water, not on their personal issues and whether they like each other or don't like each other. And we already have this stereotype of black men not being able to handle their anger. And how do two individuals who are wearing suits, who are supposed to be talking about legislating the law and representing his people, and then they turn into Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier? It makes not an absolute bit of sense. And I tell you all the time, the most important folks that you need to pay attention to as a citizen in the United States is who is your councilman, who are your aldermen, who is your mayor, who is your comptroller, who's your city attorney, who's the county attorney, who are your state legislators, what is your state Supreme Court, what are they putting on the books that are mandated over your freedoms. And when you have individuals acting and behaving in its way, I'm not sure that those are the council members or aldermen that you want representing you if the way that they handle conflict and resolution is by punching and shoving each other. We had an incident a couple years ago here in St. Louis with three of your aldermen. The president of the Board of Aldermen, Lewis Reed, Jeffrey Boyd, and John Collins Muhammad all got convicted for bribery. Lewis Reed had been the president of the Board of Aldermen for many, many years here in St. Louis. He ended up getting 45 months for taking $9,000 over a period of time. Jeffrey Boyd got 36 months for a very nominal amount of money, and John Collins Muhammad got 45 months. That was in 2022, and now some of them are going to be getting out soon. But that's the same thing. Sometimes we have the wrong people representing us, and we need to make sure that we vet our politicians, our local and our state and national politicians, to make sure that they are representing what you want when you look in the mirror. Tell me what you think about these two African American men from Riviera Beach City in Palm Beach, Florida, getting into a fight over water contamination. Silly. This is the Trevor Donald Experience. Manifest your truth in the right way.